Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Terrence Bain. Welcome to the definition of anarchy. Where today, on May 8th, 2021, I am going to talk about Mighty Mouse UFL. Okay. Now, I already gave a little breakdown of the situation with him and the other day. And I also posted a video from him on my community tab explaining what the situation was with the charges, right? Now, I put that up there without without stating my opinion, because I wanted the people, hopefully some of you guys watched the video, I don't know if you did or not, I wanted people to, on their own, determine how they feel about the situation and let them judge it for themselves, right? Because I'm not out here trying to push my narrative to people. I'm not out here trying to push my opinion out onto people. I want people to do their own due diligence and all this other stuff and draw their own conclusions from that. Because that way it's on them, right? Whatever you decide to do from that point is on you. And that's one thing in this situation I didn't really do, right? When I started supporting Mighty Mouse, it was like after a little bit before he left Street Beefs. And as I said, he explained the situation with the carnal knowledge situation with the child molestation situation while he was on, what's up, Wax Dog? While he was on Street Beefs. And, he said that he was pimping the mom out and the daughter was there, and, he was 18 years old. He was young and dumb and full of cum and all this other shit. And so, I was like, okay, people can get swept up in, situations at a young age and be forced to, or, stupidly participate in activities they shouldn't be participating in, including pimping women out. Now, pimping that woman out was wrong, right? That was wrong in and of itself. And to do that when, she has a daughter living with her, to have that going on and to do all the activities that you was doing, all that gangster shit, all the criminal activity. And I'm not talking about the drugs, because, drugs, people buy drugs, that's a mutually consensual transaction. I ain't talking about the drugs. I'm talking about the robbery. I'm talking about the burglary, all the shit that he said he did and used this woman's house as a hub and then pimped her out. All that shit's wrong. You put that child in danger, even if you didn't have sex with that little girl. You know what I'm saying? But at 18 years old, you're like, okay, you were real young, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. Okay, I can see getting swept up in some bullshit. But when we find out that he was actually 29 years old when he caught this charge, the lie about the age, it just completely destroys your credibility. All right, you lied about the age, that destroys your credibility, point blank in the period. Even if you didn't have carnal knowledge of that child, no one is going to believe you because you lied about your age. If you didn't do it, you wouldn't have to lie about your age. You would have told the story about the right age at the time. You know what I'm saying? Unless, like I said, there's a charge, you caught a similar charge when you was 18 and freaking it got expunged because no one can find any other charges for you or whatever the case may be. But the age thing, that's the biggest problem. So with this is not about me thinking I'm gangster and hood and I'm this, that, and the third and shit, freaking cops. Thinking I'm a gangster and I'm a gang member. No, I'm not none of that. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran who, ain't no punk. Let's go there. Let's say that. And It's not about clout, because when I discuss other people's who has huge channels and huge followings on my freaking YouTube channel, when I discuss it from my channel, I don't get a whole bunch of freaking subscribers from that. So this is not about, I recognize that my channel is being shadow banned by YouTube itself in other situations. I'm not, I cuss a lot. I know, I recognize that clout chasing is not gonna work out for me. So it's not about that. This is about the right thing. This is about morals. I think Black Spring Autumn is in here. I had a quick glance at it. This is about the right thing. You lied about your age when you caught that charge. Credibility is out the window, right? So, and then when you're talking about it in the video that you posted, you do not deny having had sex with a 13-year-old. You didn't deny it, right? Out of everything you said, you're talking about how the justice system is all screwed up in Virginia, how there's a 99% success rate and the convictions and all this other stuff, right? You talk about pimping the mother out, all that. You talk about that. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when you were on Street Beat, did you say that you also pimped out the daughter? I don't remember. But you did not deny having sex with that 13-year-old. And I don't understand, if you didn't do it, why not just say, I did not have sex with a 13-year-old? Right? I mean, but even if you did that in that video, most people are not going to believe you because you lied about the age in the first place. Trying to soften the blow of what you had done, right? And then another issue I had was when he said, yo, old girl didn't like us, him and his little homies and shit, and she went to school and ran her mouth. How do you say that about a 13-year-old girl whose mother you pimping out? As if she's a snitch. She can't snitch. She not connected. She's not in no gang. She's not part of your little crew. She was forced to witness her mother being prostituted. She was forced to witness you selling drugs out of her mama's house. She was forced to witness you bringing back burglary fucking items and shit. And God knows what else happened to that little girl. Was she forced? I don't even want to talk about it. God knows what else happened with that little girl in that house. Things could have happened to that girl. You wasn't there 24/7. You don't know what your homies could have did to that little girl while you wasn't around. Even if you didn't do it. You put her in harm's way when you did that at 28, 29 years old. There's no excuse at that age. There's really no excuse at 18. But your brain is still developing and you still have room to grow. You still have room to grow. But at 29, 28, there's no excuse. You put that child in harm's way. So even if you didn't do nothing to her sexually, your partners could have. And because you were in that crew that got caught up, you're gonna catch that charge too. Either way, it's bad. And if you knew that she was having that done, if one of your little partners was doing it to her, and you knew about it, you're just as bad as the dude that did it. So what happened? Answer the question. Did you have relations with that child? Why can't you just answer that question? And then you posted something on your community tab, talk about everybody want to bring up your past and this, that. Like, okay, so now you're giving credence to the idea or to the narrative that you had in my mind when you said everybody wants to bring up my past and use my past against me. There you go again, not denying having done something with that child. So is that in your past? carnal knowledge with a 13-year-old? Is that part of your past? Is that something that you participated in? Is that something you did? Why can't you just answer the question? No one wants to hear, oh, in Virginia, Commonwealth state, no one cares about that. No one cares about that. We want to know if you inappropriately had relations with that child. It's as simple as that. And why lie about your age? If you want, then let me tell you something else, man. Let me tell y'all something else. And this is coming from somebody who's not a gang member, so it's not about that. I'm not a gangster. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? None of that. I am a man with with 6 children, 4 daughters and 2 boys, who would cut a motherfucker's balls off if they put their hands on them. I would become the altered beast and rip your head off if you put your hands on my child in any form of fashion inappropriately. And so guess what? That's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the mindset of a father who would destroy anybody who came after my children. So that's what this is about. This ain't about putting on boxing gloves. This ain't about sparring matches, because that's not even a test, right? A sparring match, that's a sparring match. That's a friendly sparring match where you just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get some training in. No. When beast mode goes beast mode goes beast mode. So I'm coming from the mind of a father with children. And even if I'm not a father, like a man with a level of morals that don't think that it's okay for grown-ass men to have relations with a child, with a teenager, even if that teenager consents. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with, and don't tell nobody, oh, you ain't gotta explain yourself. I ain't got. Yes, you do. You know why you gotta explain yourself? Because you are a public figure. You're putting yourself out there as an advocate, right? You're putting yourself out there as a type of counselor, someone who is in community outreach. You're putting yourself out there like that. When you put yourself out there like that, when you put yourself out there as a public figure, you are open and you are consenting to scrutiny. And then if you want to continue to build on what you got going on, you do have to explain yourself. Yes, you do. Even about the whole gorilla shit, you do have to explain that, because you are stepping into these neighborhoods where these gangs are black, like you said in the video. Yeah, you were doing all that with all the black gangs and all the black dudes and all the black prisoners. All that's good and well. And that doesn't negate the good work you've done. Look, all that, the carnal knowledge of a 13-year-old does not negate the good work you've done. But guess what? The good work you've done does not negate the carnal knowledge of a 13-year-old. You understand what I'm saying? So just like your good work can't be negated by the bad work can't be negated by the good work. Point blank and period. And you do have to explain yourself. If you want these, because I'm telling you that you can't hide it no more. You can't lie about it. Everybody knows about it. You have a responsibility to explain yourself. You have a responsibility to answer the question. Or just stop doing what you're doing. Stop doing what you're doing. Get out of it. Pass the mantle to somebody else. Pass the baton to somebody else. Or leave it, you know what I'm saying? Or explain yourself. Answer the question. And if you did do that shit with that child, get out. Just live your life, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? The court system, if you did it, which I believe you did. I believe you did it because you lied about your age in the first place. And then there was some funny shit going on when you was going to Milk 74 neighborhood to his corner. Some funny shit happened with that shit. Just that also adds to the discredibility. When you pulled that stunt, I believe you pulled the stunt. It looked kind of funny style. When you did that, that also lent, now there's a pattern of dishonesty, a pattern of lies. So I believe you did it, man. This is real shit. You know, I could have called you. I could have called Mighty Mouse and told him how I felt. But, you know, at some point, you get tired of being lied to your face. I didn't feel like being lied to. I didn't feel like being manipulated on the phone. He'd already done enough of that. Because I didn't do enough of my due diligence. When I heard about that, when he first said that, when he was with Street Beefs, first of all, I didn't even know his real name. I didn't even know his real name until last week. I should have found out his real name. I should have vetted him more. Okay. Fine. And then you know, somebody did it. Somebody did the vetting. And it came out. What was done in the dark will eventually come to light. But you lied about your age. And then you pulled this stunt in Hoover's in the Hoover hood. I don't understand that. Why you had to do that. Why you felt the need to do that. Anyway, you do have to explain yourself. You do have to answer the question if you want to continue doing what you're doing. Or the rug is going to be snatched from under you. I know you think you're good with all these other people that you've already set up these relationships with in these different hoods, but it ain't going down in LA. I can tell you that right now. It's not going down. I had to pass the information on to my Bamboo's Lil OG. I had to do it because I had a responsibility, because I vouched for you and got you in touch with Bamboo. So I had to shoot him. I had to make sure he knew what was up. And you know, I had to tell my sister, my sister who's from Inglewood family, a blood gang out here, you know, who has ties with OGs and shot callers from Inglewood family, and my cousin, you know, who's from Crenshaw Mafia and Inglewood family. I had to like say, nah, don't. If he reaches out, don't even give him no play, because of this, because of the lie. And I can't have that. So it ain't going down with the people I know in LA. Real shit. I mean, because it's bad enough that you rolled up in the Hoover hood, rolling around looking for a Hoover gang member with somebody who claimed Hoover from Florida that didn't check in. You know what I'm saying? I know you said you ain't got nothing to do with that, but you do, because you brought him there. You participated in the situation. You helped, and you were getting into the beef with the dude yourself. So you can't say that you're not part of it when you participated in it. When you helped him pull that stunt. But that's to me, that's little bullshit, little gang bullshit. More importantly to me is this carnal knowledge situation. I had to pass the information on to the people I know in the gangs. Real work could have been. I mean, this could have been a great movement from you in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody knows LA gangs, that guns down, gloves up movement, to actually make it work would be nothing short of a miracle. And I feel like it was this close. But when I was talking to my other B-Dog homie, he said he already knew somebody that was trying to do guns down, gloves up, and with the LA gang. So, you know, he can keep it. He can push it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the movement is beyond you now. The movement is beyond you. The movement is bigger than you. It's going to keep going if it really works without your presence in it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to explain the situation, if you don't want to deny it, if you don't want to answer that question, I think you should just let it go, man. That's just me. That's just me. Because it's like this. It's like me being a veteran advocate, right? And I'm running around telling everybody I served 18 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. That, I shot 80 million people, and I got all these medals and shit like that. When I'm telling half truths, I'm a veteran, but I ain't got no combat experience, no real world combat experience. It's like me running around telling people that I have real world combat experience to get my name out there, to make me more credible, to make me feel like I'm a bigger hero than I am, just so I can push veteran advocacy. But guess what happens if they find out if I did not serve all those tours and kill all those people and do this, that, and third, and commit all these heroic acts? I would have to explain myself to them because I put myself out there as something I'm not. I have ruined my credibility. And not only that, I can go to jail, prison for stolen valor. Even though I am a veteran, if I run around wearing medals that don't belong to me and saying I did that, and the third, that's stolen valor, I'd get more time for that than you got for carnal knowledge of a 13-year-old. That's how fucked up the justice system is. A veteran or a non-veteran can get more time for stolen valor than a child molester could. That's a whole nother ball of wax. So I would have to explain myself. I couldn't sit up and say, I ain't gotta explain shit to y'all, even though I've been putting myself out there as this guy who's this, that, and third. Like, no, it don't work like that. Now, you can say what you want to say. You can say I'm looking for clout. You can say I'm come fight you at a location. I'm not doing all that. No, I don't even want to be in your presence. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Because what's the point? If I think, let me ask you something. And that's the funny thing to me. People that have been calling you out for the child molestation situation, you tell them to come fight you at a gym. Like, what, how, what is that going to do? Is that going to solve the problem of your carnal knowledge of a 13-year-old? What is that going to do? Is that going to make the person that's calling you out feel better? Is me beating your ass in a gym or you beating my ass in a gym, whichever resulted, is that going to make what you did or did not do, because you won't answer the fucking question, would that make it better? Would that make that incident go away? No. What is the point of telling people, oh, come fight me then? You think I'm a chomo, come fight me. No, what? No one wants to fight a chomo. No, trust me. Anybody with children, anybody who loves children, anybody who wants to protect children are not going to fight you. They're not going to fight you. No. They might, you have a level of respect for that you want, you can learn something from them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Not for that. Now somebody calls you out and threatens you and all right, come on, let's put the gloves on, but what is that? Oh, you think I'm a child molester? Come fight me. No, it don't work like that. So why do you keep saying that? You know that shit is ridiculous. What happened? Am I done buffering? Who's Chris Kyle? Anyway. This is the point. Oh, okay. You do have, right. Right. Yeah, ain't nobody's Chris Kyle, and I wouldn't be serving the veteran community by running around telling them I'm a veteran, like I'm a super combat Navy SEAL, Ranger shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Chris. Okay, yeah, that would not serve them. No, you can still advocate for the veteran community by just being a regular ass veteran. You're a veteran. You have that level of relation. You know what I'm saying? That level of familiarity. But in terms of this, like, I don't even like if you're a child molester, I don't see how you can even think about advocating for anybody, especially if you're a convicted child molester, and you're dealing with the youth in regards to the guns down, gloves up movement. You might, how can people like trust you around their children, right? You're supposed to help, the young kids, the youngsters get out of that life. You can't be like, come on. A lot of these gang members are females, right? There's a lot of female gang members. There's a lot of young, teenage gang members. Most of them are young. Rick Smith. Yeah, I passed information to Bamboo. I did. Yep. I talked to I got Bamboo's number. I just don't, I don't know him like that. So I'm not gonna call him. So I hit up my homeboy that I grew up with, his little OG, and he let him know. But apparently Mouse had already sent him his video, so he had never looked at it. So when my homie told him, he put 2 and 2 together. So yeah, that's dead. That's dead. Yeah, I played myself because I gave him the benefit of the doubt when I should not have. If you're involved, if somebody tells you they've been involved in like a court case that had anything to do with carnal knowledge of a 13-year-old or child molestation, you need to look further into that. If they tell you they were 18, 19 years old, you better make sure that they were just 18, 19 years old. It's a big difference. Like between 18 years old and 28 or 29, huge difference. Huge difference in experience, huge difference in brain development, maturity level, like knowing the difference between right and wrong, and just the level of impressionable behavior that you have. Like it makes a big difference. So he knew that, and that's why I think he said 18 or 19 in the first place. So you do have to explain yourself. You're out there, you're a public figure. You have over 300,000 subscribers, and you got people that believed in you. You got these gang, these hood dudes that believed in you. You go into these prisons, they believed in you. Maybe that's something you can do. Maybe you can stick to that. The prisons. I'm not trying to give you no advice. I'm just letting you know you do need to explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? You did that to yourself. You put yourself out there. No one forced you. You know what I'm saying? You knew that this information was out there. You did this to yourself. No one did it to you but you. Anyway, that's all I got for now, guys, in regards to that. This will be the last time I'm talking about it. No, I'm not going to come fight you nowhere. No, none of that's going to happen. I don't want to fight child molesters. You understand what I'm saying? You're a convicted child molester, and you still didn't answer the question. So in my mind, you're a child molester until you can prove that you're not, because you essentially, it's been proven that you were convicted of it. You pled to that. You took a plea deal. So, you do have to explain yourself if you want people to have any level of trust or faith in you from this point. Especially me. I don't want to fight any child molesters. Not like that. Not no square up fate. I don't think they deserve that. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't deserve the dignity of a one-on-one fight. They don't deserve that dignity. No. But child molesters are why assassins were invented. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Assassins were invented for child molesters. Child molesters and power mongers who, you know what I'm saying, who have too much power over people and are tyrants. Tyrants and child molesters and rapers. Rapists, yeah. Rapists, child molesters, and tyrants. They don't deserve a fair one. No, they deserve assassins. That's just how I feel about it. In my novel, of course, right? In my novel. That's what I think they deserve. So yeah, I'm not about to fight nobody. So don't even come there with that. It's just ridiculous, man. I got fooled too. But it is what it is. Now we know. Now we can do better. Good morning, AZ Infidel. Too many changes to the story. Yeah, like, why lie about it? He didn't go to his event in LA. Some dude ran it for him. Yeah. I saw that. I saw that he wasn't there. And then might be a good idea for him to stay hidden, because I don't know about the East Coast, but the West Coast is finding out. The West Coast hoods, they're finding out, and it ain't. I don't know about the East Coast. He might be safer over there. I can imagine in my mind. You must preface everything. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, just vet the people, man. Vet. Background check. Run that name. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, if I started like doing some outreach that you guys are aware of, like I told you guys, I want to do this land ownership network. You know what I'm saying? Like once we start getting deep into it, I'll put my real name out there. Y'all can do a background check on me. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? The reason I kind of keep my name out of it now is because, the government, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they already know who I am and what I'm doing. I mean, it's not like I can hide from them. They got my DNA and all that. I spent time in the Army, so they got my DNA. They know all about me. Anyway, I got to get out of here, man. I got to get through this farmer's market, and yep, my name is Marcus. I got to get through this farmer's market and get my wife something for Mother's Day. So, yep, my name is Marcus, indeed. And any of you who looked up my book on Amazon, you might know my last name. Disease of Dark Matter Disease. So, it is what it is. Rich Boy 214. What's good, man? But anyway, I just answered the question, did you or did you not do something with that 14 or 13-year-old? Did you or did you not? That's all we want to know. But anyway, until next time, I'll be spending time with my wife tomorrow for Mother's Day. Monday, I'll be doing a Rucking Live in the morning. So look forward to that, And yeah, I'll holler at y'all later. Just vet the people, man. When these people start gaining a following and starting to have so many people behind them, it's a good idea to see what they're really about. Because guess what? They have a responsibility to the people that are supporting them. You have that responsibility to the people that are supporting you, that are donating to you, that are giving to your cause. You have a responsibility to them, whether you like it or not. And so we have to, we as supporters, we have to make sure that they being straight up with us, that they accept those responsibilities. Otherwise, why keep that support going for them? Anyway, holla at y'all later. Much love. And let's keep marching forward toward freedom, people. Peace.